Students, how are you all? Hope you all are healthy and safe in your homes. Today, we'll cover the topic that is notice writing. The points which we are going to discuss in notice writing are: first, what is a notice? Means the definition of notice, purpose of writing a notice, types of notice, means we'll discuss various types of notice. Then the points to be kept in mind, means what are the points that we should keep in our mind while writing a notice. Contents of a notice, format of a notice. Students, this is a crucial part in a notice. 1 mark is allotted for the formation, or you can say for the format of a notice. Then marking scheme or distribution of marks, means we will discuss the blueprint of notice writing. Specimen of notice writing, I will show you a specimen of notice. Then in the last, I will give you an exercise for practice. So students, let us discuss the first point, that is, what is a notice? A notice is a publicly displayed, written or printed information of something about to happen or that has happened. Means a notice provides you an information regarding something that has happened in the past or will happen in the future. It's a kind of information meant for others to know and follow. In a notice, we give certain information to the people which they should know and they have to follow. Notice is generally given in newspapers and magazines. Educational notices are displayed on notice boards in schools and colleges. Students, you might have seen various notices that are put on the notice boards which give you some information regarding an event in your school. Then, main purposes of writing a notice. To provide information regarding an important event that is about to happen or has happened, as we have discussed before. It provides information regarding an important event which is already happened or that is going to happen. To publicly display information either in newspapers or on specific display boards for others to know and follow. This point is already discussed before. Means it gives some information which others should know and follow. To announce occasions like inaugurations or sales. You know it that a notice gives some information regarding any occasion, that is like inauguration, sales or anything else. To make appeals or extend invitations. A notice is used to make appeals and sometimes it is used for extending invitations too. To spread general awareness, etc. Sometimes notice is written to spread or to create general awareness among people. Now students, let us discuss types of notice. Different types of notices, they are as follows. Notice for meeting. Sometimes when a meeting is going to be conducted, we give the time, date, venue of the meeting and we write notice for it. Notice for events like competition, celebration, annual sports event, cultural festival, etc. Students, these types of notices you might have seen in your schools, like when there is any competition in your school, sometimes poster writing competition or any other competition in your school. Sometimes it is about celebration like Janmashtami celebration is there, and sometimes it is 15 August like Independence Day celebration, sometimes it is Republic Day celebration, sometimes it is about annual sports meet, annual function or cultural festival in your school. Notice for lost and found. Notices are also written for something which you have lost or you have found. Notice for tours, fairs, exhibitions, campaigns, seminars, workshops, debates, etc. Notices are also written for some tours which is going to be organized in your school. It can be some fair, it can be some exhibition or any campaign, workshop, debates, and we give date, time, venue of the same. Notice for appeal, warning, guideline, message in public interest. These types of notices are also written to appeal someone for some warning, message or guideline. Notice for change of name, residence, company, bank, account, timings, etc. These type of notices, they are generally written in the newspapers, when somebody wants to change the name, he gives notice for the same in a newspaper. So students, what point should be kept while writing a notice? Write the name of the organization, institution, office issuing the notice. This is the main point. In the beginning, you have to write the name of the organization or the institution which is issuing the notice. After this, we have to write the word notice. Then date of issuing the notice, it is written on the left hand side. Then heading or subject, it should be eye-catching, brief and precise. Means we have to tell what the notice is about, means the heading or the subject of the notice, and it should be captivating, it should be impressive and brief. The content must include complete information. Your content, it should include 5 W's, that is who, what, where, when and for whom. These 5 W's we are going to discuss later. The purpose of the notice should be very clear, means we should know the purpose of writing a notice and we should make it clear to the readers too. Then the signature, or you can say name with designation. Designation means post of the person who is writing the notice, who is issuing the notice. It must be mentioned at the end. The language of notice should be lucid and it must be written in the third person. Students, lucid means that is expressed clearly and that is easy to understand. Your language of the notice, it should be understood clearly, it should be easy to understand for the readers, and it must be written in the third person. Day, date, time, place, program, in case of event must be mentioned. It is the main thing. We have to mention clearly the day, date and time of the event. Do not exceed the limit of 50 words. On notice, it should be written in 50 words only, and in the last you have to put your notice in a box. 5 W's which I have discussed with you before. Who means who is addressed to. Then what is the notice about. Then where is the event, when is the event going to happen, and whom you should contact for some information. These are the 5 W's which should be included in a notice. Students, this is the format of a notice. As I have discussed with you before, in the beginning we have to write the name of the organization which is issuing the notice. In the beginning you have to write it in capital letters, the name of the issuing authority. Then you have to write in capital letter the word notice. Then in the left side you have to mention the date, and here you have to write the subject or the heading of the notice. It should be in capital letters. Students, this is the box I have made for the content of notice. You have to put your contents, means the day, date, time, venue of the event here in the content, and then you have to write the name and then signature of the person. Like you have to mention the signature first, then below it you have to mention the name of the person issuing the notice, and in the last designation means the post of the person who is issuing the notice. So in this format it carry 1 mark in your exam. You should make it clearly. So this is a distribution of marks, that is blueprint for your exam. As I have discussed with you before, format. The format should include, as I have discussed before, name of the issuing authority, institution, after that the word notice, then heading, then date and writer's name with designation. It carries 1 mark. Then content carries 2 mark, and expression, it is of 1 mark. Students, this is a specimen of a notice. I am telling you, as Vipul Rana, the secretary of the Literary Society of Indus Public School, Jeend, draft a notice for the school notice board inviting students of class 9th to 12th for a declamation contest to be held in your school. Invent other necessary details. Means you have to write a notice on behalf of Indus Public School. This is the name of the school, students. See clearly. In the exams, the name of the school, it is mentioned. When it is not mentioned, don't write the name of your school. You can write it like this, XYZ school or whatever. So, as Vipul Rana means the name of the person who is issuing the notice. His designation is secretary. Secretary of what? Literary Society. It is the name of the school. So, in the beginning, what you have to do is, you have to write this Indus Public School, Jeend. So, as I have mentioned before, the name of the school, Literary Society. Then the word notice, it is written in capital letters. So, name of the school in capital letters. After that, the word notice, then in the left, date, and then heading, that is declamation contest, as I have discussed before. Declamation contest for the students of 9th to 12th. Who is organizing? Let us discuss. The Literary Society is going to organize a declamation contest on 20th July at 11 am in the school auditorium. Students, this is the main thing. You have to mention the date, time and venue. These all things are very important for any contest. So, date, time and venue. So, Literary Society, it is going to organize a declamation contest on 20th July at 11 am in the school auditorium. It is mentioned. Then we have to mention, as it is declamation contest, the topic. The topic is cleanliness is next to godliness. Interested students from classes 9th to 12th, it is discussed above, should register their names with their class teachers latest by 16th July. So, students, they should register their names with their class teachers latest by 16th July, as it is written on 10th July. So, 6 days time is given here. For details, contact name of the signature of the person, name and the designation of the person. I hope it is clear to you. Name of the school, then the word notice, date, heading, this is your content, the name, signature and the designation of the person. So, students, this exercise I am giving you. Do it. All the best.